Is my mic working? It is. It might be a bit loud. I'm gonna hear the fan in the background. It's my opinion that nobody asked for on Stop Killing Games, bruv. Just because I see a lot of people talking about it. Once again, not even necessarily for reviews, although reviews are always a good thing when you got a game to sell. But just more so, like, I feel like people are just talking and talking and talking. It's not that I disagree with like the general direction of it. Like, I do agree to a degree. Like, you know, it is annoying. Some people are buying games, they're getting taken off, and they like the small print is like tiny and it doesn't really say anything. And not everybody is as clued up. You know, a lot of people are like, yeah, but it's common knowledge. Well, bro, like what you think's common knowledge isn't to someone else, and vice versa, bro. You probably can't sew your own jacket up like I can't. So it's all well and good to say to my mum it's common knowledge, but she can sew and you can't. So that's that. I do think like we do need to make it so they label big, clear, obvious labels saying like, yeah, this game depends on a server, and once the server goes, the game would go too. But that aside, I have this game. This is my game, right? This is running on a server, and as you can see, we've got well over 1,000 players. It goes down, some of them are inactive, so we've got like 2,000 players or whatever, 1,000 players, whatever you want to say. So that's 1,000 people that enjoy this game, right? And if they made this regulation where like apparently, you know, I have to have an obligation to keep this game running no matter what, I just wouldn't make it. And that'd be 2,000 people without the game to play ultimately. And like, I don't mind putting up a badge saying, you know, if I close this game then it closes, but ultimately I don't have infinite money. Anything could happen. If I died tomorrow, like, the game's gonna go. There's no one to look after it. It's just me. You know, no one knows any of the details. That's just, it just is what it is. What do you want me to do about it? And if you go, oh well, then you need to set up a system, well then I just won't make the game. Fine, ask all the players if they'd rather just not play it, because they could just do that now. They don't need me to do this whole, they could just stop playing it. But they'll probably be like, no, I want to play the game. In fact, that's the whole reason of the Stop Killing is you want to play the game. So you kind of like, I know it's only for new games, but I wouldn't have made the game if there was a regulation saying that I had to, by law, always support this game. I wouldn't make it. And then you can say, oh yeah, but you could just make it so, you know, other people could host it, blah blah blah. One, there's an offline mode, so that's there, but like the online functionality would go for it to be so other people can host it and blah 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 themselves. I would have to code that. Like, no one's going to pay me to code that. I'm not doing it. No. And that's just it. I'm not like, I don't actually like pirate software. Think he's moist, bruv, and if he sees this and has a problem with it, you can fight me, and if you don't want to fight me, then just shut up. But fucking ultimately it is too vague. Like, I tried to do it, I don't really know that much about it, but then I tried to look at this and it's pretty fucking vague, bruv, to be honest with you. And I don't agree with the solutions that I've seen. I don't know if they're like definitely confirmed the ones that they're pushing for, but I don't agree with them personally, bruv. I do think big companies are taking the piss, but I think people should take some responsibility for buying games and playing games, you know. I do, like I said, we should make the labels a bit clearer. Some people aren't as tech savvy, that's fair enough. But to make it illegal or whatever, to make that, I think it's just stupid. I think we're just limiting people, kind of like, it's like freedom of speech, but freedom of games being removed. And all it's going to do is limit creativity, and I don't think that's the best way to go about it. I think more awareness, more, you know, making sure that people don't lie about stuff, I think that's fine. Keeping people in the loop, you know, this is a server-based game, blah blah blah. I think all that stuff makes sense. But to actually limit what we're allowed to do, I think that's stupid. And this thing is too vague. He's right. That knobhead's right, bruv. It's definitely too vague. Pirate software's a dweeb though, bruv.